Hello, I'm Paul Tommy with Remax Executive Group, a licensed realtor in Georgia and Alabama, in Columbus, Fort Benning, Phoenix City area. Today we're going to talk about taking the stress out of home ownership. I've got 10 bullet points I want to share with you, so stick with me, take a couple notes, and these bullet points will be flashed across the screen in bold information so you can get a little analogy of what you need to do to take the stress out of home buying. First of all, find a real estate agent to connect with. I'm a licensed realtor. Been through the Code of Ethics, had a lot of advanced training with real estate. I have my GRI certification, that's Graduate Real Estate Institute. Less than 5% of the realtors in America have that accreditation. I'm also a military relocation professional. I've been through the buying and selling agent training as well. I'm working on my brokerage license as we speak. But item number one is find a realtor you can trust, somebody that's full-time, that can help you, that knows the local area, to help you find exactly what you want. Item number two, there's no right time to buy, just there's no right time to sell. When you're looking for a home, if you have your paperwork in order, you're pre-approved from your lender, you can pull the trigger when a house comes along that you like, that meets all your criteria for you and your family. I had a couple situations last week where buyers from overseas were wanting me to put in offers, and in one case we were second place, in another case we decided it wasn't a very nice home. Additionally, they asked me to go with one of their military friends to get both of our opinions before they made an offer on the house. Yesterday we came to terms with a for sale by owner. I can negotiate for buyers with a for sale by owner so that you have representation, and we were able to work out that deal. Item number three, don't ask too many opinions. You're going to ask family, friends, neighbors, co-workers about your decision, but at the end of the day it's your commitment, your obligation, and you want to do your homework about home buying. You don't want to pay too much or get in a bad location, but you don't want so many people's opinion that they guide you to do something that you regret. You do not want to have buyer's remorse. Item number four, accept that there's no perfect house. Unless you're building a brand new house from scratch, any existing house is going to have some flaws. One day I got a call from a young man. He was standing in front of a house I had for sale. It was a 66-year-old house. And this young man said, "Well, it's perfect inside, isn't it?" And I paused and almost laughed, and I said, "Young man, that house is 66 years old. It has 66-year-old problems." And we later sold that house, but the owner had paid too much, had to take a bath, and wrote a check for about $12,000 to get rid of the house. But some of these things can be repaired, but some of the major issues, electrical, plumbing, roofing, HVAC, are big line items that if you buy a used house, you have to worry about that. When you buy a new house, the builder gives you a 1-year warranty. And that oftentimes the buyer can ask for a home warranty, or they can buy that themselves, and that's a little bit different topic. So there's no perfect house. Don't try to be a killer negotiator. Realtors with experience and some life lessons and some water under the bridge, my negotiating skills and my ability to strategize and help buyers and sellers, that's what I really, really love. There's a lot to it. You want to be reasonable and fair, and hopefully everybody in the situation comes out to be win-win on both the selling and the buying side. So nobody's taking a bloodbath. Item number six, remember your home doesn't exist in a vacuum. Don't be caught up in just the physical aspects of it. Look at it as far as the amenities, the location, the creature comforts. Goldilocks wanted a certain kind of place to live in. It wasn't too big, it wasn't too small, and then she found exactly what she needed. Like the nursery rhyme Goldilocks in the story when we grew up. So make sure that it's going to help with your lifestyle, with your travel time. That's something people find this great house in the country. I had a family last year with 5 kids, and they were driving and spending $1,000 a month carting their kids back and forth to Columbus. It was about 30 miles. The father and mother were both carting these kids around. The kids got into high school, and they moved about 2 blocks from the local Columbus High School, and now they're saving about $1,000, maybe not all that $1,000, but a lot of that $1,000 is going toward their mortgage. So that was a pleasure to help that family. Number seven, plan ahead. Find out exactly about insurance, taxes, your mortgage, your interest and payment, and principal, and any unexpected things you might need for repairs. If you don't have a home warranty on a house that's used, you are going to have some hiccups. The hot water tank, the HVAC, the roof, that could be a high dollar ticketed item, and that would not be good in your budget. Item number 8, Factor in maintenance and repair costs in your post-home buying budget. Again, if you have a home warranty, that's going to mitigate and minimize the home warranty. Typically the buyer or the person that holds the warranty, you might have to pay a service or trade call, which could be $75 or $100. This warranty company calls a plumber, electrician, or whatever the trade needed, and then they absorb the cost of labor and materials, and you only have to pay for the annual warranty plus the service call deductible. You don't want to have buyer's remorse. That's one of the main things I talk to young people and any buyer exactly. If you're moving from out of state, especially from California, from Virginia, from New York and Florida, the prices in the Columbus, Phoenix City, Fort Benning area are cheap, relatively speaking, depending on where you've moved from. But again, you want to have a good location, a good neighborhood. That's something that you could easily resell or rent down the road, or you could live out your days. So that's a lot of variables to know when you move to a new community. Excuse me. And the last item is you can't always expect appreciation. A number of years ago, houses were appreciating about 5 to 6% annually. That may or may not be the case, but it all is locale specific. If you live in Columbus, Fort Benning, Phoenix City, we're still having a big growth spurt. There's a lot of new construction still going on. So why would people go buy a used house when they can buy a new house? And so that's like when people are in apartments. Why would somebody stay in a used apartment when they can go to a new apartment? They're putting up apartments in town quite a bit. And on that note, if you're moving from out of state or from around the world and you're PCS and here in the military, and you don't want to make a home buying purchase immediately, but you don't want to tie in a one-year lease at a rental, I recommend you go to some place like Greystone Properties or something like that. You can rent for 30 days, furnished or unfurnished, and you can kind of get the lay of the land. Give me a call, we'll look for property, and that way you're not tied into a long-term obligation on a rental, and you can, in short order, in a month or two, you can find a house. I know the government would give you 10 days PCS, temporary lodging. A lot of guys burn that up in a motel real quick, but I can help you take the stress out of home buying. I know the market, I know the area. I'm a veteran. I moved 22 times, so I can relate to what you're going through. But I certainly would like an opportunity to work with you and your family, either build, buy, invest in real estate. Paul Tommy with Remax Executive Group. You can get on my website at housetohomerealestate.com, or you can call me at 762-822-6411, or you can call my office at 706-507-1899. Thank you.